Is everybody getting tired? Good sessions, hopefully. Hopefully you're taking something home. Chuck Block, you're a long time user. You learn anything new today, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Expo Mall for race day registration. I always use Expo. I'm going to use that. I always use kiosk.
Now you're going to use the Expo mode. So Chuck's switching over from kiosk to Expo mode. Good man, because we want to sunset that kiosk mode. Yeah, you learned that too? There you go. What else did people learn today? Anything? Anything useful? You learn anything today? What? You're beginners? So were you drinking from a fire hose? Yes. Hopefully you'll assimilate all this stuff and put at least a little bit of it to use. GiveSignup? Nice. Yeah, we love GiveSignup. All right, questions? Who's got questions for us? Recommendations? Something you want to vent about something we do, should do better? Kevin, you got any questions?
How to get one of those blue jackets?
Kevin wants to know how to get one of those blue jackets. I'll give my blue jacket to the highest bidder. I'll take bids privately tonight as a reception. Bertha, what do you got?
Okay, does every timer in the company have to be certified?
Okay, the question is, does every timer in the company need to be certified? The answer is no, because you're a timing organization. We see your timing organization as being certified or non-certified. If the timing organization is certified, that means at least one person is gone, then you get the benefits of being a certified timer. We do encourage certification, we do encourage education and things like that, and we are counting on our certified timers to help a lot of races and stuff. James, you got a question? Did you hear a question today that came up that would be good to share with the audience?
Yeah, so I don't really want to use race day scoring yet, but I want to just use it for like one function. Can I do that? Absolutely. You just keep doing what you're doing with one and just use race day scoring for that one function.
Yeah, so what he was saying is that, you know, race day scoring, while the future is now, that doesn't mean that you have to take in the future all at one shot, right? You can take it incrementally. Especially with Race Director, there's a lot of kind of dual modes that you can use. We had a number of timers that really used version 1.0 in 2019. And it turns out that a lot of those timers were actually run score timers. What we saw from them is that they used race day scoring on some of their simpler events with some of their new timing teams. So their challenge was you get new timers come in, for them to absorb run score is a lot to soak in, and that race day scoring was simpler for them to soak it in. So use it for some races, not for others. So you can actually utilize Race Director as kind of like a client to run score. So if you like Race Directors like fast keys and things like that, or you like Race Director for printing off labels or generating a particular report that Roger might have written for you at some point in time, all that stuff, that's why we build it this way. Future is now, but you can take your time. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Cover pages for partner websites.
Cover pages for partner websites. We're going to be doing something for partner websites at some point in time this year. It's definitely on our roadmap, so it will come. Yes?
Maybe something that's already been answered, but we're going over the bundle feature today where you can bundle two different races, right? We have some races with like a 5K and a 10K that are two events that are part of the same race. Is there also having a single button you can click on to select that bundle 5K and 10K within the same race?
Yeah, there's two features that are kind of interrelated, and it depends upon the use case. But if you haven't looked into super events and sub events, that will solve your problem. What else? Yes?
Is there ability to use this platform in Europe?
No, so, well, kind of. So, so we only do transactions in the US. We do process credit cards from around the world. This year, one of our big projects is we're gonna be basically upgrading to a new payment processing platform. That new payment processing platform is gonna give us probably the ability to go more international. Probably what will happen is we'll make a decision on if we really want to do that or not towards the middle of the year. And then if we do decide to go international, we'll probably go to Canada first, English only, and kind of dip our toe in the water and see how that goes. If it looks like that's positive, then we might start to look to open up in some other English-speaking countries around the world, like Australia or England would be nice targets for us. In 2021, we might then start to, if we decide to go international, we might then start our internationalization or localization project. And at that point in time, we'd be able to support, say, Spanish and French. Spanish would be really good for our business today because there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in the United States, and French would certainly be helpful in Canada. And Allison was a French major, so I'll give her something to do. So we'll see how that plays out. I've always been hesitant about going international for a couple of reasons. One is that the way we do our payment processing is we do what's called a payment facilitator, and we actually create a sub-merchant account for each entity that comes on board. And we actually have to underwrite that. So we actually do background checks and stuff like that. So if a new race comes onto our platform, we're accessing all sorts of databases to learn all sorts of information about you and trying to weed out the bad guys from the good guys. So bad guys are trying to attack us every single day. There's bad people out there that are trying to set up fake races and things like that we have to filter out and avoid risk on. One of our concerns is that those databases are not as robust in other countries. Another concern is just for our employees. Our employees work really hard, and expanding their hours to, say, Australia, it just puts extra stress on the organization, and I think that our employees have enough stress as it is, so we have to figure out a way to deal with that. And then the other issue is that I've been a part of a number of other software companies and know what internationalization is and localization is, and it's not the funnest software development project. So I'd much rather develop a cool feature than localization. It's not the funnest project. So because of all those reasons, we've decided to pour our energies into the U.S. Marketplace. And from a business point of view, the U.S. provides a very, it's a large market, and we've been able to grow, as you've seen in the morning presentation, pretty well. And we've been able to serve our customers well, serve our employees well, and satisfy our economic needs and goals and so forth. So there's not really a driving need. So we're not committing yet that we are going to, even Canada, and we're not committing yet to go international, but now you understand at least how we think about it. What else? Nothing else? Okay, 6 o'clock, out back by the pool, reception, we'll have some food, we'll have some beer, we'll have some wine, and we'll have some talk and good times, and see you then. All right, thank you.